Hello, everybody. Let me see if I can get this adjusted just a little bit. Is that what you can see? There we go. My lighting's a little funny here. I'm trying to get it positioned where you can see me good. There we go. You can see the Sea of Galilee behind me. So forgive me if the sound is a little bit weird. We are here at the Sea of Galilee in Israel. We're actually staying in a place called the Remote Resort, which is on the east side of the sea, and just having an incredible time. We're on this tour that is called the Superior First Class, and like I said, bought by my sister and brother-in-law, and I mean, it's nuts. The place we're in, we're actually in a private cabin that has a whirlpool bathtub and a private sauna. And then, yes, you can see the view. That is the sea right behind me. And we actually, if you look out there, the sun is just right over here, and we can actually watch the sunset over the sea. It's just beautiful. So we're here for 3 nights. See, the internet here is a little weird, and it comes and it goes, and so this is why the signal allows subtitles. So hopefully it will stay on here and I won't lose it again. But just absolutely beautiful. I'm honestly, I am blown away by where we're staying. We are at third night of 10 nights actually here in Israel, and yes, just wonderful. Hello, everybody. Gordon. Yeah, I'm actually, you can see I'm tanning up already. Sosha, looking forward to meeting you. And Jeremy, we're actually ending up with our evenings free, so we're actually done already for the day, and it's, what, 4:55? We're actually back at 3:30, and we got to cool off and relax, and so our evenings are turning out free, so we're looking forward to being able to meet all of you here. So we're hoping our next to last night to be able to hook up with the Feldhammers, who you see commenting, and going to see the Festival of Lights in Jerusalem. And it looks like if our schedule holds true, we should be able to do that right now. So Crazy Cross, awesome and jealous. Yes, I have been of people coming for years and never thought I would be here. Honestly, I'm kind of walking around in a lot of ways in this stunned state, going, am I really here? Whoa! So, but you can see it's beautiful. It's definitely on the hot side here today. But Israel is an incredible place. We were at Tel Aviv, just north of it, in a place called Netanya a couple days ago. And right on the Mediterranean, it's cool. And then we went up on top of one of the mountains, and a beautiful view, and it was cool there. And then we come down around Galilee, and it's hotter. And then the next couple days, in 2 days, we'll be at Masada, and we're expecting it to be really hot there. And then we'll get to Jerusalem, and because Jerusalem's up a bit more, it should be a little bit cooler again. But just having a wonderful time. The neat thing with the hotels here, the breakfast and the dinner are all buffets. So you eat a bunch in the morning and a bunch in the evening, and then you kind of snack at lunchtime or so to make it through. So, yes, Jeff, it is a beautiful place. I know people are going to ask, we were actually right up at the edge of the border with Lebanon today, and we can look over into Syria. Quiet, nothing going on. We'll actually be going into one of the territories tomorrow, or not tomorrow, in 2 days for lunch. And not exactly sure where we're going. Our tour guide knows, and he's got us all set up. Got a wonderful tour guide who's taking us everywhere and guiding us and everything and explaining stuff. So just a wonderful time. But wanted to check in, let everybody know that we are here, we are safe, we're having a fantastic time, we're enjoying crazy views like this. Our total trip, they call it a 12-day trip. It's actually 10 days here in Israel because 2 days, the ones on the end, are just all travel. We actually left on Tuesday afternoon in the States and arrived on Wednesday afternoon here after a 10.5-hour-long flight from Newark, New Jersey. And then when we go back, it's a 12-hour-long flight. Yeah, those are long plane flights. But having a great time. When I do get back to my family, actually the ones who paid for our trip will actually be arriving 2 days after we get back. And so we will be starting to hit Branson attractions and all sorts of stuff that way as well. So there'll be a whole bunch of stuff that we'll be doing. I don't even know everything yet. So it's actually not the ocean, Rachel D. That is the Sea of Galilee behind me. And the funny thing is, if you actually look at it, it looks like it's a pretty good size. If you look really close, though, you can actually see the faint shadow of the other side of the lake. If you have been in California at all, Lake Tahoe, I think, is actually a little bit bigger than the Sea of Galilee. So it's a pretty good sized body of water, but in the States we would probably call it a lake, even though it's a sea. It is the largest freshwater body here in Israel, and then the water flows from here down to the Dead Sea through the Jordan River, and the Dead Sea is all salt, and I mean it's dead for a reason. So, but yes, absolutely gorgeous. Kind of excited because I don't want to announce anything yet, but in the last several days, we've actually had another bunch of circumstances coming up and other viewers chipping in, and it looks like there may be another trip coming up in a few months as well that, again, I am blown away at. In which case, I do want to actually just say this year has been crazy the way things have happened. Maximus, I do plan on putting together some vlogs and a little bit of a travel log. I don't know how much I'm going to do on this channel. You'll see more of them up on the Burning Bush channel, just because so much of it here is historical stuff that relates to the Bible, and I don't want to be too preachy. And so a lot of what we're doing is we're stopping, we're walking through ruins. We have been through a number of ruins so far. We've been through Bethsaida, we've been through Capernaum, we've been through Megiddo, so everybody hears about the Battle of Armageddon. Well, we got to eat lunch at Armageddon. So, today we are actually at Capernaum, which is where Peter's house was. We've been on top of Mount Carmel, which, if you're familiar with the Bible, that is where they believe that Elijah faced the prophets of Baal. Our first morning here, we ran down and we dipped our feet in the Mediterranean, and we're going to get our feet into the Galilee tomorrow, as well as the River Jordan. And then in 2 nights, I'll actually be in the Dead Sea, so I will be hitting 4 different bodies of water to dunk myself in. Tomorrow, like I said, is actually our day at the River Jordan, and we'll be doing water baptisms, and since I'm the trip pastor, I'll be the one actually baptizing everybody, which will be really cool. So, but just so much. We're actually also doing a cruise out on the Galilee, so tomorrow afternoon about this time, I'll be out there in the middle of the water. But yeah, just so much going on. The weather, like I say, it depends upon where you are, Corridor. Our first day right on the Mediterranean was beautiful, gorgeous, perfect weather. Yesterday we went up to Mount Carmel and it was kind of cool up there. Today, hot, definitely hot. And that's because of where we are. And the next couple of days will be hotter. In 2 days, we will be at Masada, and I'm expecting temperatures to be around 100 degrees Fahrenheit there, maybe even a little more. And then we'll get to Jerusalem after that, and it will cool back off into the mid-80s again for the highs. So it's weird, for a state the size of New Jersey, the weather is drastically different in different parts of the country. It's amazing how different it can be depending upon where you are. But keep your eyes here for what's going to happen in October as well. The neat thing is this trip coming up in October will also be with my wife. My wife is here with me right now. She's actually in... Okay. The internet here goes up and down, but anyways, this is actually our cabin, and it is a whole complete cabin. I'll let you see a couple others. There's actually this whole row of them here. And so each one is just huge and beautiful. And then, like I said, buffets... First state in my life. Because if you can imagine a private sauna in each room, if you want to get a good look at what it actually looks like, if you go to my personal page, the George Burnash page, there is a video posted there that's about a minute long, and it'll actually walk you through the room. It's crazy. So, but as far as is it hotter than Florida, it depends upon where you are. The Sea of Galilee is probably pretty close to Florida. You go up on top of Mount Carmel, it's definitely cooler. So it really think of like 4 different countries, but in the space of New Jersey, and it gives you an idea of weather. It totally changes based on where you are in the country. And that's not even including going down to the desert down at the south end, which we're really not going to do a whole lot there. So, but yeah, I want to let you know we arrived safe and everything. I see a few people here. It looks like we've got 26 on. I know it's kind of an awkward time. It is actually 5 o'clock here right now. We'll have dinner in about an hour. And I know for many of you in the States, you're all just starting to get up and get ready for work. And a couple of you in summer school. But I hope you all enjoyed this kind of little look at where I'm at. And Shabbat Shalom, yes, in just another couple hours. So that's going to be the neat thing, is the dinner we're having tonight is actually going to be a Sabbath dinner, because here in Israel, everything shuts down at sunset on Friday, and the dinner is supposed to be incredible. So I can't wait. What is something like the total trip, lodging, food, etc.? For this particular trip, this is called the Superior First Class through Pilgrim Tours. And it ran us about $4,000 a person before airfare. And again, that was all covered by my in-laws. Because there's no that. We're doing this tour. I have approximately $250 left in my pocket, and I got a couple $100 in the bank if we need it. So we're really pinching pennies because we can't afford anything like this. So it has been incredible here. So yes, it is definitely not a cheap trip. But I would say if you are going to pay the $3,000 to the first class, there are other tours that are with our company that are here at the same time, and they are staying at hotels over in Tiberias, the other side of the lake, and their rooms are nowhere near as nice as ours. We ran into a couple, and we were telling them, and they're just like, wow. So they're very jealous of us right now. But we've got 10 people on our tour, so it's a smaller tour, which gives us a lot more flexibility, too. And if we want to take a little extra time or something like that, we can do that. It's been really nice having a smaller group as opposed to a tour group of like 30. So if you can afford the trip, spend a little extra and do the first class. And I would highly recommend Pilgrim Tours. Fantastic company. Our tour guide and bus driver have been absolutely fantastic. Excellent, all sorts of information. If you are a history person, you will love it because it just gives so much information. It's absolutely fantastic. So, hi Daniela, good morning to you. 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 5 o'clock for dinner. So that's kind of where we are. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this little look at Israel, and thank you for checking in with me. Again, just beautiful. You ought to see it when the sun goes down. Again, on my personal page, the George Burnash page, which is actually facebook.com/SirWillow instead of the SirWillow, you can actually see the pictures that I'm posting from the trip. Okay, well, in that segment, so I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you so much, everybody who got to see me. And, those of you watching later, yes, we're having an incredible time. Fantastic trip. So, I will have one video, though, where my wife and I are going to tell the story of the people that we ran into in the airport on the plane on the way here. Oh, my goodness, we got some doozies for you. So watch for that vlog at least later on. Thanks so much for watching. Shabbat Shalom from Israel. God bless.